Hi friends, it's Miss Andrea from the Hickory Corner branch of the Mercer County Library System, and this weekend is Father's Day, and so I came up with a really cute craft to give my dad my daughter's pop-up. I'm going to show it to you. What does that look like? Yes, it's a popcorn bucket, and it's actually a little envelope or a pouch to put some microwave popcorn, and I happen to have Pop Secret brand in the house. They're not a sponsor or anything, it's just what I had. And so because I had that, I wrote, "It's no secret how much I love my Pop-Pop." And if you have a different brand in the house, you can certainly put another saying on there. This one I just wrote "World's Best Pop-Up." Or if you're not giving it to a grandfather, if you're giving it to a dad, you can just say Pop, because Pop's another name for dad. So I'm gonna show you how we made this cute craft. So you're gonna start with a manila file folder. And the reason I use the file folder is because I like how it already has that bend in it, and that ends up being the bottom of your little pouch or your little envelope there. And so when I made one of these, I had half of one left over, so that's the one I'm gonna work with, but when you start, a full one looks like this. You're going to need some scissors, tape, a black marker for outlining, a pencil for scoring, and I'll explain that later. And then you're gonna need red and white colors of some sort, whether it's paint sticks or crayons. If you're using, because we're using a manila, the white will show up a little bit. If you're using white, if you have like a white folder, you can skip the white color altogether. Then I printed out this template from getcoloringpages.com, and that's how I got the shape of my popcorn bucket. And I just started by slicing off the bottom of the page there so that the edge is right there. You want that black edge, and you want to line that up with the bottom of your file folder because you want that fold at the bottom of your little pocket there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to center it. I'm going to put the bottom of the template along the bottom of the file folder where the fold is. I'm gonna put a piece of tape underneath to hold it in place, and then I'm gonna use that template to cut out my file folder. And if you're doing this with little ones, this is really good for cutting skills. It's a lot of straight lines, and the top is a lot of back and forth. Okay, cutting skills are important for preschoolers. Okay, a little back and forth. I really think this is a fun project for older kids too, because I think they'll have fun with it. Okay, and we're just gonna go straight down to do the other side. Now don't take the white template off just yet, because what you're gonna do is take your pencil. Okay, do you see those lines and that oval? Okay, in order to make them on the manila, what you're gonna wanna do is take your pencil and go over those lines and go as heavy as you can with the pencil, because what's gonna happen is those heavy lines are going to mark up the manila envelope underneath. They're not gonna show up in pencil, they're gonna show up like you were pressing really hard, and I'll show you when I'm all done. So I'm gonna start with the oval. I'm just gonna press really hard, and this is called scoring. And that way you kind of have an outline to follow when you take that template off. Okay, so I'm going to score the oval first. And then I'm going to do all those lines. So I'm going to go straight down. And these will just give you some guidelines for when you are doing your colors. Okay, just a few more here. And again, this is really good practice if you're doing this with the little ones, because tracing straight lines is also good practice for them. All right, there we go. So watch what's gonna happen when I pull this away. Now if I hold this in the light just right, you'll be able to see how it's scored the manila envelope underneath. Do you see those lines and that oval? So I'm just gonna go over those with my black marker. And also, we also have our envelope now, our little pocket. Okay, we're gonna seal that up with tape when we're done. But now I'm gonna go over those lines that I scored. So I'm gonna start with my oval, and that's where you're gonna write your saying, any saying you want. And then we're just gonna go down and draw those lines. And it's really easy because you pressed hard enough that you can see them. And you just go over those lines you made. And the dark marker, the black marker, just helps it to stand out really well. Okay, last one, straight down. And there you go. Now you can come up with whatever creative saying you want there. I'm just gonna go with something I've already done on one of my other ones. World's best pop. Pop. And there you go. And now you just have to color it in. So you're gonna alternate the red and the white. And again, because it's a manila envelope, the white will show up a little bit. Okay, so you've got your white and your red, and doing this with your little ones will be good practice for staying in the lines. Okay, you're just gonna keep alternating the red and the white. Ooh, I pressed so hard I broke my crayon there. Okay, and then to close it up, you're just gonna take a fairly long piece of tape, about the length of the side of your little pocket here. You're going to put about half on the front, stick that down, and then go ahead and flip it over and fold it over onto the back. Okay, you see we made one side of our pocket there. Now let's do the other side. There you go. We've made our little popcorn pocket. And it's perfect for putting your little popcorn in. Okay, so here's my completed one that I showed you in the beginning. And then if you want, you can write a little message on the back too. I just wrote Happy Father's Day, love Bianca. And we're gonna give this to her pop-pop on Sunday. And I hope you guys get a chance to make this for the special guys in your life. Bye, friends.